things this president can do are pretty amazing, too. Did you hear his Saturday radio address where he bragged over and over again that he's going to do things without Congress? He said it over and over.
I want to work with Congress to create jobs and opportunity for more Americans. But where Congress won't act, I will. And I want to talk about 3 things we're doing right now.
Okay.
Just saying.
So while Congress decides what it's going to do, I'll keep doing what I can on my own.
Oh, okay, good.
All these steps will make it easier for businesses to invest in America and create more good jobs.
I believe him.
All of them can be done without Congress, but we could do a lot more if Congress was willing to help.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll do whatever I can.
It's 4 times he talks about how he's going to act unilaterally without Congress, unconstitutionally, over and over. He's bragging about it now. Did he not? Was he not the guy that was he taken over by pods before the election or after the election?
What you're missing is when he was running as a candidate, he was running as a hologram that was projected on a dancer.
Okay.
Yes, none of those words were his.
They weren't his.
Now that he's president.
So he enjoyed everything Bush was doing.
He loved all that executive power.
He loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what he meant was, I'm going to do more of it because I really like what he's doing. He's really set a great example for me here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how is he getting away with this with his own base?
He must have some polling that indicates that people don't care about whether he's allowed to do these things or not. Like, people just say, well, whatever helps, get it done. I'm sick of this gridlock. Just do whatever you have to do. Which, that doesn't tend to work out well for countries. Usually you want to stick around the Constitution. It's one of those things that countries that run well
especially if you have, I don't know, the world's longest lasting Constitution, one that has kind of kept us free for 238 years or whatever it's been. I would think you would sort of stick fairly close to that, since it's worked somewhat well. It's been more than that? It's been 1991 or 1791 till now.
Yeah, it's been. I mean,
do the math.
223 years.
223.
Which is it's a document you might want to stick by a little bit. You might want to at least respect. At this point, it's funny because I think until this president, even when presidents did this, they didn't want to describe it like he just did. You wouldn't want to say, I'm going around Congress. Like,
he does it over and over and over.
Presidents did do things like that. I mean, there were executive orders, there was extreme use of executive power, but no one wanted to admit that until now. Like, now it's become a positive to say, yes, we have this structure of a system with checks and balances, which are supposed to restrict incredible grabs of power, but I'm going to ignore those things because I know what's good for the American people, so I'll just go ahead and do it.
Look, I'd like to follow the Constitution. I'm just not going to. Okay,
I would if
they would do exactly what I want, I'd follow the Constitution. But they're not doing what I want, so I'm not going to follow the Constitution. I don't like what they think. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like that they oppose me on things. So I'm going to do what I want. It's mind-boggling. Not even FDR did it that way. I mean,
he did it that way. But he didn't admit to doing it that way.
He did it that way. He didn't say he was going to do it that way.
Yeah, that was something that was looked down upon.
Yeah.
There was a time in which people, of course, this is a human condition, right? Everybody wants more power. Everybody wants things to go the way that they want it to go. But this is what everybody wants. Everybody wants control. Everybody wants power to some degree. That's why we set up the system the way we did, to make sure that people couldn't go fantasy football all over this country.
Yeah. Supposed to be checks and balances on a president doing a fantasy football sort of thing.
Yes. It's not like, I have a great collection. I'll trade you this policy for this one. That's not how this works.
It's not supposed to.